First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to YAHAWAH, SHAM, YAHAWASHI, SHAM, Hakwadash, right? And double honors to the elder apostle GMS who rule well. Salute you brothers pushing this word in true sincerity and the strength and power of YAHAWASHI, right? This is by the way, we got the brother Tazamah on the phone, right? And I guess he gonna chime in whenever whenever the spirit jump on him, but he's on the phone doing his sit down. But this is a continuation from when we was on the streets doing the lesson dealing with Jonah, right? How Jonah prophesied against Nineveh, and right now we going into the destruction of Nineveh. This is a continuation because I didn't finish it while I was on the street, so I decided to do a sit down on it, right? So I'm gonna start at Nahum, the 2nd chapter, in the 1st verse, right? It said, "He that dashes into pieces is come up before the face." It says, Salaki. It said, "He that dashes into pieces is come up before thy face. Keep the Manunion, which they which make thy loins strong, fortify thy power mightily." So what that's talking about is how Nineveh is a defense city. Okay? That's what that's talking about. How Nineveh is a defense city. It says, verse 2, it says, "For the Lord had turned away the excellency of Jacob as the excellency of Israel, for the emptiers have emptied them out and marred their vain branches." So when Nineveh went up into Samaria, they basically devastated the 10 tribes, okay? And they took all the spoil out of Samaria, okay? So that's why it says what it says in verse 2. It says, "For the Lord had turned away the excellency of Jacob and the excellency of Israel, for the emptiers have emptied them out and marred their vain branches." When you deal with the word marred, they deal with destroy. So they got a lot of spoil up out of Israel, okay? Nineveh, their defense city, okay? It says the shield, verse 3, it said the shield of his mighty men is made red. The violent men are in scarlet. The chariot shall be with flaming torches in the day of his preparation. And the fair trees shall be terrible shaken. So what that is when Nineveh went to war with a nation of people, they would paint their garments red as if blood was on it to scare their enemies. So what this is saying is the roles is going to be reversed. Nineveh and the people in it going to be bathed in their own blood when the Medes and the Babylonians get up in there, okay? When the Most High used the Medes and the Babylonians on the left-hand side to take down Nineveh and judge it, okay? So even during the time of Jonah, the Most High had set it up, and he knew that he was going to judge Nineveh, okay? But the Most High set it up like that. He set it up like that to punish Israel, okay? That's what it was all about, punishing Israel. Now these fake Christians are using Nineveh and compare Nineveh when they read the book of Jonah to America, as if America can do what Nineveh did to receive mercy. But Nineveh was ran by Assyrians. It wasn't ran by Edomites. And when you read and understand the scriptures, Esau is not going to repent for the things that he done. Okay? He's not going to repent for the things he done. And also the Most High hates Esau. So when you compare Nineveh to Babylon, you don't understand history and you don't understand the nations which is mentioned in the Bible, because America is not going to receive no mercy, and it's ran by Edomites. Okay, now going back to this verse, this is Nahum chapter 2 verse 3. It said, the shield of his mighty men is made red, the violent men are in scarlet, the chariots shall be with the chariots shall be with flaming torches in the day of his preparation, and the fair trees shall be terribly shaken. So Nineveh and its military might is going to be destroyed, okay? And the tables are going to be turned. They're going to be bathed in their own blood, okay? When the Most High uses the Babylonians and the Medes. It said, the chariots shall rage in the street. They shall jostle one against another in the broadways. They shall seem like torches. They shall run like the lightning. So when the Medes went up in there, they was moving so fast and taking down that defense city so fast that it was like lightning, man. They were moving like lightning. Okay, that's what that's going into. And it said the chariots shall rage in the streets. So they was tearing down Nineveh, man. Okay, that defense city. Okay, the Most High set it up to where Nineveh was gonna get judged. Now America is gonna get hit with nukes, and then the people in Nineveh, all of them repented, okay, for what they was doing. But this is another generation that then sprung up during the time of Nahum. See, this generation that's in Nineveh that we're reading about right now was no longer in the time of Jonah, because the book of Jonah was prophesied about around 800 BC, and Nineveh fell in 612 BC. So the people, it was a new generation, and their wickedness was increased. So the Most High judged Israel for their wickedness, and it got Nineveh for their wickedness. Okay, I mean, the Most High judged Israel for their wickedness. Okay, but Israel was not going to be in that captivity forever. So when that wickedness of the people in Nineveh started increasing, the Most High judged Nineveh. Okay, it said the chariots shall rage in the streets, and they shall jostle one against another in the broadway. They shall seem like torches. They shall run like lightning. So they was turning down Nineveh quick, man. Okay, that defense city. Okay, it says, let me go back up. Salakia, I went too far. It says, verse 5, he shall recount his worthlessness. They shall stumble in their walk. They shall make haste to the wall thereof, and the defense shall be prepared. So they was trying to get themselves together to in that defense city, but it was worthless, man. It was worthless. Okay, they couldn't do nothing. It said the gates of the river shall be open, and the places shall be dissolved. Now Nineveh, when you go into the history of it, it was over there by Mosul, Iraq, in that area, on the outskirts of them areas. Okay, that's what Nineveh was, and it was ran by the Assyrians. When you go in the Table of Nations, it was ran by the Assyrians. Okay, but it said the gates of the river shall be open. And during that time of that invasion, the Medes and the Babylonians, Nineveh flooded, and their gates were open because of the floods. Okay, so that defense city was wide open, and it allowed them military to get up in Nineveh. Okay, that's why I said the gates of the river shall be open, and the places shall be dissolved. It says it says, verse 7, and Huzbah shall be led away captive, she shall be brought up, and her maid shall be led her as with the voice of dove tabering upon their breast. Now, when all the destruction hit, Huzbah was the king's daughter, okay, and she was held in high status, okay. When you read, you ain't got to get it, but when you read Isaiah 45 and Salaki, Psalms 45 and 9, it said she was on the right hand of the king, okay, which was the Syrian king daughter, okay. She was held in high regard. So when they was tampering on their breast, when you read Nahum 2 and 7, they was beating their chest like, oh my goodness, this happened in Nineveh, because they were finna go into captivity and they were finna be brought to a low state and end up in slavery. Okay, that's what that's talking about. Okay, the king's daughter was going into slavery and a maid servant. So the Most High judged that place. Going back up, let me see. I'm at verse, dang, it's jumping too far on me. Verse 8. I need to read verse 8. Look at this here. It says, but Nineveh, verse 8, it says, but Nineveh is of old like a pool of water, yet they shall flee away. Stand, stand, shall they cry, but none shall look back. Now, when you look at a pool of water is established. Okay, it's there. But that's the way Nineveh was, okay? It was a fortified city and it was established, okay? That's why the Most High was telling Jonah, you know, should not he have mercy on these people who don't know from their left hand or their right hand? In other words, they don't have the knowledge and wisdom and understanding to discern righteousness from wickedness. So the Most High had mercy on them at that time, okay? And it was established. It says, but Nineveh is of old like a pool of water, yet they shall flee away. Because just like a pool of water that's established, if it's taken away, it's gone. So that's the way Nineveh was going to be. It was going to be gone after the Most High overthrow it. It says, but Nineveh is of old like a pool of water, yet they shall flee away. Stand, stand, shall they cry, but none shall look back. So Nineveh was going to be overthrown and they was going to go into captivity. And they was going to go into captivity upon the Babylonians, which was Ethiopians, and they was going to go into captivity up under the Medes without Japhetics or Hamoans and the Tonganese today. Okay? It says, verse 9, Take ye the spoil of silver, take ye the spoil of gold, for there is none end of the store, and glory out of all the pleasant furniture. What that is Nineveh got a lot of spoil from Samaria, from the 10 tribes, okay? Nineveh had a whole bunch of spoil from them, okay? They got a lot of things from them. So when the Babylonians and the Medes was in there, they got all that spoil from Nineveh, okay? It says verse 10, it says, she is empty and void, waste, and the heart melteth, and the knees smite together. Much pain is in all loins, and the face of them all gather blackness, because those riches and that spoil that Nineveh had was going to be taken. Okay, verse 11. Where is the dwelling of the lions, and the feeding places of the young lions? Where is the lion? Even the old lion walked, and the lions wept, and none made them afraid. Because when Nineveh invaded a place, okay, people were afraid. Okay, they was like lions. Okay, they would actually they would put your eyes out. They would cut your hands off. Matter of fact, I got some images. Okay, let me go over here. Like you got Sargon. This is the image right here, and you got Sargon II, right, putting out the eyes of the defeated enemies. Okay, Samaria, capital of the kingdom of Israel. So you got Sargon II, when Israel was in captivity, putting the eyes out of Israelites, out of the 10 tribes. Okay, some of the people, they were putting the eyes out. Okay, and also they would stick what is that called? What we was talking about? They would and they would impale you. Okay, they would impale you. Matter of fact, let me see if I might have it up there. Nah, I ain't got it up there, the image. But they would impale you, man. Okay, and have you sitting there slowly dying, man. Slide down on that stake, man. You know, and that was some of the cruelties of how they would treat people that they conquered, man. And they did Israelites like that. They did the 10 tribes like that, man. They would impale them impale them. They would put out their eyes, man. They would cut off their arms. They would do devastating things to people that they conquer, man. They rule with oppression, man. Okay? That's how they rule, man. Okay? And it says, this verse 10, I'll go back this verse 11. This Nahum 2:11. Where is the dwelling of the lion and the feeding places of the young lion? Where is the lion? Even the old lion walked, even the lion wept, and none made them afraid. So what was going to happen is the roles was going to be reversed. The armies was going to be like lions to Nineveh. Okay, it says verse 12. The lion did tear in pieces enough for his whelp and strangled for his lioness, and filled his holes with the prey, and his dens with ravens. Okay, going down. I went too far. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will burn her chariots in the smoke, and the sword shall devour thy young lions, and I will cut off thy prey from the earth, and the voice of thy messengers shall no more be heard. So Nineveh got judged, man. Nineveh got judged as a ruling power during that time, man. Nineveh got judged, and Most High judged Nineveh for its wickedness. Now I'm finna jump to chapter 3. No doubt about it. Yeah. So I'm jumping to chapter 3, right? Nineveh got judged, right? And them fake Christians, see, they don't know the history when they use, the Most High showed mercy on Nineveh. He sent Jonah to Nineveh, but it wasn't about that, man. The Most High was punishing Israel, and he wanted Israel to repent because Israel got out of that captivity. And where is Nineveh today? If it was about Nineveh, he would have preserved it. Who did he preserve? Israel. And now we, as a nation of people, are under the rule of these Edomites, which the Most High is not going to show any mercy. So them fake Christians that call themselves using Nineveh, okay, as if they can compare it to America, as if all we got to do is repent and turn around. Nah. Esau out of there. When you read Hebrews, the 12th chapter, Esau out of there. Okay, he ain't got a chance. And when you read Romans the 9th chapter, he out of there. He ain't got a chance. Okay, these Edomites are done, man. They are done. Now we do say when we read the scriptures, we do say America is spiritually Nineveh. Why? Because I'm finna read it. It says, this Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Now, like I was showing you them images, how they used to put out eyes and how they used to, for some reason, I can't remember, putting them on the stake. What is it called again?
Impale.
Yeah, impale. For some reason, I can't remember that word. I mean, man, it's wild, man. For some reason. Now, they used to impale you. And Nineveh, I mean, the rulers of Nineveh, which are Syrian, right? And that's over there in Iraq and over there in Mosul and in that area. Okay, that's what Nineveh was. Now, they would put you to death. They would destroy you as a people, and they would rule with oppression. Okay, that's why it's saying woe to the bloody city. Okay, it means destruction to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. What is the lies? Sorcery and witchcraft. Okay, idolatry, taking things that don't belong to them, robbery. Okay, and the prey departeth not. So they was always stalking and after, nations that they felt like they can conquer. But the Most High used them. The Most High used them to get the northern kingdom, and around 740 BC, that's when the northern kingdom went into captivity. Okay, that's when they started going into captivity up under Nineveh. But 8 years later, they was going after Judah. Okay, they was going after Judah, and when they went after Judah, when you read 2 Kings, the 18th chapter, the Syrian general was talking cash, excuse my French for what I'm finna say, but cash shit, in other words. When you read the scripture, shit is in the scripture, it's called dung. Okay? But that's what they was doing when you read 2 Kings, the 18th chapter. Okay? And the prey departed not, because what it was Judah was paying tribute, but the Most High judged Nineveh, okay, and released Judah, so Judah could serve the southern kingdom, so he can serve, so they can serve the Most High the right way. But the 10 tribes, they was got, man. They was got, man. But like I was saying, when you read 2 Kings, the 18th chapter, it tell you about how they was coming against the southern kingdom, which was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay? It says, woe to the bloody city, for it is full of lies and robbery, the prey departeth not. So that's why we compare Nineveh to America, because America got Nineveh in America got the same characteristics and the oppression and the robbery and the bloody murder as Nineveh. Got the same characteristic. Got the same thing. They doing the same thing. When you go into the history, when you read books like The Devastation of the Indies, right? When you read books like that in American Holocaust, Devastation of the Indies, American Holocaust, when you read The Devastation of the Indies, it said the atrocity was so bad, if they would have put it all in the book, it would have horrified the world. Okay? So the 10 tribes that's been over here in America, that's why we compare Nineveh to America spiritually, because America is like this. Woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. Okay? They always preying upon the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and it robbed us, robbed our heritage, took our land, took everything that we knew as a people, and kept it for themselves. Okay? And kept it for themselves. Right? And kept... Huh? Oh, go ahead.
This Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 9.
Hold on, let me get over there. I got to get over there so the brothers can, you know what I'm saying? Ezekiel, so the brothers can see it up on the film.
Ezekiel 24 and 9.
Ezekiel 24 and 9, right? Okay. Go ahead.
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, woe to the bloody city. I will even make the powerful fire great. God.
Yeah.
Just like the Most High setting up America. Like he didn't destroy Nineveh right away, like you saying during the time of Jonah. He didn't destroy him right away. He waited.
He waited.
Just like he setting America up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He letting them like the scriptures say, letting their sins reach into the heavens.
Right.
And let them build up their rep sheet just so they can face their sword destruction.
Right.
And that fire talking about them thermonuclear missiles.
Mm-hmm.
But like you were saying, Nineveh and America are compared the same, you know, because they both was built on blood, and they all them atrocities and how they was doing the people, you know, it's all the same.
Woo, man, this is some heat. You got to go back up to 7. You gotta go back up to 7, bro. This is some, man. That's some heat. That's
Start at verse 7.
Yeah, start at verse 7.
This is Ezekiel 24:7. For her blood is in the midst of her. She set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it upon the ground to cover it with dust.
See, that's why the Most High is telling the men of the Lord when they read these scriptures, when they prophesied about these things and break it down, it says, for her blood is in the midst. Read it again out.
This is Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 7. For her blood is in the midst of her.
Yeah, the blood is in the midst of her. You see? It's a lot of bloodshed on the American soil, man. It's a lot of bloodshed of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Blood is on this soil, man. This land is cursed, bro. Go ahead.
It says, she set it upon the top of a rock.
So the Most High see it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't here from. It's exposed. The blood of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's exposed to the eyes of YAHAWASHI, man. It ain't hid. Go ahead.
It said she poured it upon the ground to cover it with dust.
To cover it with dust. They trying to get rid of their history, man. Okay? They trying to get rid of that, the way they did us as a people. They trying to get rid of their history. Hey, they trying to cover it with dust. And dust deal with confusion. Or they trying to hide it. So they want to erase that history and the abominable acts and the blood, you know, shed of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This place is done, man. Go ahead, bro.
And they show how they be going, they be trying to change the history.
Yeah.
The true history.
Yeah, they trying to confuse Jake, so Jake won't really understand how much of a devil these Edomites are. Okay? That's what they doing, man. They trying to hide it, but hey, it's up on a rock. The Most High see it. You can't hide it, man. It's on the matter of fact, it said for her blood is in the midst of her. She set it up on the top of the rock. So it's exposed to the Most High, man. This exposed. He see it, and it's exposed to us because we understand the history. Like I mentioned, the book called the American Holocaust, dealing with the tribes of Gad and the tribe of Issachar, you know, dealing with how they came over and how they were slaughtering them, man, and how these Edomites got to pay, man. They got a lot to pay for, man. It's not good to be an Edomite. This is the wrong time to be an Edomite.
Hey, bro, just like the Trail of Tears right there in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Right there. Right there, man. You know?
Right there in the middle of Little Rock, Arkansas, they got that blood, the history, you know, of the blood that was shed of the northern tribes,
Gad.
Gad in particular, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had Judah amongst them too. You had the Seminole Indians amongst them too. But you know, can't forget them. Yeah. Verse 8.
Like with that blood, just like that blood is talking about the blood of Israel.
Right. Most I ain't forgot it, man. It's on top of that rock, man. It's exposed to him. So you can't hide that bloodshed. You done, man. And then there's no repentance for Edom, man. Psh. So you fake Christians try to compare Nineveh to America and thinking American people gonna repent. Man, these people ain't finna fast. Man, that, like I said on the street, they'll rather commit suicide before they fast and cause the animals to fast too. Nah, y'all ain't that strong, man. And then Esau the devil. Okay?
God.
Yeah.
All right, verse 8. That it might cause spirit to come up to take vengeance. I have set her blood upon the top of a rock.
See?
That it should not be covered.
See? All right, man. See? Most I see it. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahawah power, woe to the bloody city. I will even make the powerful fire great.
All right, man. It's going to be a big fire, man. The Most High going to make sure he burn this thing from the top to the bottom, man. He going to get all the scum up out of this place, man. He going to make sure. And that fire is a purifier, man.
God.
Yeah. Just like the flood was a purifier, like water is a purifier, that fire going to be a purifier, man. Hey, man, the Most High got to get rid of this place, man. He got to, man. Destruction to the bloody city, man. And that's America, man. And that's why we compare America to Nineveh when it deals with bloodshed, man. You know, spiritually when it deals with bloodshed, because Nineveh was doing horrific things, and America did horrific things to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You got to pay.
God.
Go ahead.
It said, heap on wood, kindle the fire.
Hey, it said heap on wood. So when you add wood to a fire, guess what it do? It increases. It gets higher and higher and hotter and hotter. Hey, that's what it is. Go ahead, bro.
God. Hey, that's what these Edomites doing. They just constantly adding to the fire.
Hey, they gonna get destroyed, man. Hey, and this fire gonna be hot, man. This fire gonna be big and hot, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, heap on wood, kindle the fire, consume the flesh.
Kindle the fire. It said, kindle the fire, consume the flesh, burn them. Burn them. Burn this place down. Go ahead.
And spice it well.
Yeah. It's going to be just right. Most High going to season it just right to get it out of here, man.
God.
You know, go ahead.
And let the bond and let the bones be burnt.
Let the bones be burnt. Go ahead.
Then set it empty upon the coals thereof.
Yep. Judgment. Go ahead.
That the brass of it may be hot and may burn.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And that the filthiness of it may be molten in it.
Mm-hmm.
That the scum of it may be consumed.
All right, the disease of it. Esau is a walking disease, man. Okay, this place is a disease, man, that got to go. Okay, and it's ran by Edomites. Go ahead.
She hath wearied herself with lies.
That's America.
Yeah, them lies catching up with her.
All right, she had wearied herself with lies, man. You know, oh, y'all ain't the children of Israel, okay? We the chosen people. You made all them movies with Charles and Heston and all them biblical movies with number Edomites in it, man. And then hey, man, the Most High, like, you done wore yourself out with them lies. For nothing, because I'm going to burn you.
Yeah, because everybody sees it now.
Yeah. Hey, we gonna get into it. It's gonna say that in Nahum the 3rd chapter. Go ahead.
It says, and her great scum went not forth out of her.
Hey, the disease, it ain't went out. It's still here. Okay? Matter of fact, if you don't believe that's the word, matter of fact, we're going to look up that word scum and see if it means disease. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get it.
Great scum.
Strong's H2457. Khel-ah. Khel-ah.
And we finna see if we can get it. We see if it's the word disease in there anywhere. Oh my goodness. Let's go on back. Let's go back. Oop. Oh, there it go. Let's check it out.
Strong's H2456. Khala. Khala.
And we're gonna go up. And let's see if the word. Oh, there it is right there.